my Asia page. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. Today's video, I am going to be doing an updated video on working at Amazon. So I've been working at Amazon for a month now, a month and some days, and honestly, it's honestly not that bad if you're used to all the labor work and you're used to lifting boxes and doing different things with boxes. It's not that bad if you're used to it. So I also want to talk about pay. One thing that I learned about when it comes to pay with Amazon is like a lot of people say you're gonna be making like over $400, $500 a week, this, that, and the third. But really, if you're a seasonal sortation like me, it's like there's some days when they absolutely do not need you. Like when you go to work, they will like finish early and say VTO, you know? And if you VTO, you don't get paid for that. It's like they're just telling you to go home without getting points on your card. Like you get points depending on each hour and how many minutes you miss. But when it comes to pay, I wrote it down. So when it comes to pay, like my first week, I got, okay, so there's the money you make and the money you take home. When it comes to you getting paid with Amazon, the taxes are crazy. It's like you're literally paying for all the stuff you do not even like, you didn't apply for. You know, like health insurance, like Medicare. You're also paying for all these other stuff. I have to look back and tell you exactly what all you're paying for. But my first week I made $202, right? But I only got to take home 183. My second week I made 390, but I only got to take home 331. My third week I made 292, but I only got to take home 256. My fourth week I made 446, but I took home 374. My fifth week I made 427 and I got to take home 359. In all, like counting all of it together, I made $1,759. That's what I made, right? But I only received $1,505 due to taxes. So I would just say when it comes to Amazon, I always like people told me that the taxes were gonna be like ridiculous. Cause in my head I'm thinking, yeah, I'm gonna be receiving over $400. Yeah. But in reality, it really depends on like the facility you work in and how many hours you put in, because you can VET. If you VET, that's voluntary extra time. That's when like you come in when they need people and you make more money. If you VTO, is voluntary off time. So that's when you basically leave and you don't make money at all when you VTO. But one thing that I did notice about Amazon that I actually like is that it's very flexible. Whenever you feel like, okay, I work on a Friday. Say I didn't feel like going to work on Friday because I had other plans to do. I could go on the website and I can click VTO and I can see if there's any VTOs available for the time I'm working. And if so, I can just click on it and then boom, I'm not working that day. Same goes for, say I VTO'd, right? And I'm like, oh, okay, I finished what I needed to do for that day. That's why I couldn't go. Let me see if there's any VETs so then I can like come to work and make up that money I kind of just missed. You can go on and click on voluntary extra time and you can see if there's any available, then boom, you're making money. But one thing I noticed about VETs is like, say you're working 7 hours a day. That's your normal schedule. You're working 7 hours a day. If you're working 7 hours a day and you see a VET available, sometimes there's not as many hours as usually what you're making. Sometimes I saw that there's VETs for 2 hours, there's VET for 4 hours, there's VET for 5. I never saw anything for 7 yet, but I haven't really been looking that much because I'm pretty like good with the schedule I'm working. But that's one thing I did know. And when it comes to working in the warehouse, it's like, okay, so the first day you come, you do your training, they teach you everything. The second day you go back and you do more training, blah, 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 okay, but then you're also you're getting put out on like I was about to say the field, but getting put out with everybody else, doing what everybody else is doing as well. The second day, that's what happened with me. But I don't know if all the facilities are like that. So my facility is the delivery area where basically everybody's Amazon Prime, like it's just everybody's Amazon Prime coming in, and it's basically like the same day we're just getting it out there and giving it to people. What I am doing, I do basically a little bit of everything. Not really a little bit of everything, but a lot of things that have to do with inside the warehouse. So when you first start, you're gonna learn about stowing. Stowing is when you get the package, right? You get the package off the shelf, you scan the package, and then the I work at, they have like different boxes and different shelves, and you scan your package, and then like there's an LED light circling around the area where the package goes. So then you go to the bag and you scan the bag, and then boom, you know, that's you like getting your levels up, your points up. So that's what you do when you're stowing. Just get the package, scan it, and then put it in its place. Sometimes when the bag does get filled, there's going to be like a notification on your device that says your bag is full. So you click on the question mark that's going to be on the top of your screen, and it's going to say close container. So you close the container, you scan the bag, and then you move it to the outside of the area and you place it there, and then you scan the rack, and then boom, you gotta go get another bag. So you get an empty bag and you open it up and you put it on your cart, and then you scan the empty bag and you scan the area, the location the bag is supposed to be in. So that's one thing that I kind of wish like someone would have told me that's how to do. It's like you kind of learn it in your training, but at the same time you don't. It's kind of like you do it on your own, okay? So so after stowing, there's a thing called buffing. So buffing is when people are on the conveyor belt and they pick up the package, they put it where it goes on the rack, right? You're on the other side of the rack. Say you're on the other side of the rack, or somebody's on the other side of the rack. You put the package on the rack, and then that's when they grab the package and they put it in its place. So you're just taking it off the conveyor belt and stacking it up on the rack. The big boxes go in the middle. This is how mine is. Like the big boxes go in the middle, the smaller boxes go on the top, and then the Jeffies go on the bottom. The Jeffies are like the little envelopes / packages, like the small ones. So that goes on the bottom. There's also a thing called diverging. I think it's called diverging. And diverging is when you're on the conveyor belt as well, but you're up front where all the packages are coming in. And so here's a line right here. There's A, B, and C over here, right? And then there's E and D on this side. The lines are here, and it's on this side and this side. So you're standing on this side. So your job would be to push all the packages that are not A, B, and C on the other side. And if it's C, B, or A, you keep it on this side. So you're just like separating it, you know? That's basically all I learned so far with me working there for a month. Honestly, if I had to say there was a downfall, the downfall with working here would be just always stowing. Like sometimes they put you in stowing just because they need more people there, or this and a third. And it's only boring when you're stowing is when like there's newer people or people that don't really know what to do come in. Cause today I was working, right? And people like, I guess there was people I never seen before, so I'm guessing they were new, but they were like older, and they kept putting all the big packages, all the big boxes and packages up on top. And I'm short. I'm literally 5'1", right? So I'm 5'1", I barely hit 100, right? And all these big heavy boxes that are like 50 pounds are up here, like way above me, right? So I'm over here like trying to reach up to get it, but then it's like I don't want to get hurt, because really the big packages are supposed to be like right here on the middle shelf, because it's like anybody can get it and anybody can like reach it and put it in its place. But I feel like that's really the only downfall when it comes to working at Amazon, is that, and also if you do not like doing the same thing every day, then Amazon really isn't for you. Because with Amazon is like, that's all you're doing. You're literally doing the same thing every day. And when you first come in, you clock in. Once you clock in, you go see your manager or see whoever is the manager for the day, and they scan your badge. I was about to show you my badge, but I left it in the car. But you scan your badge. They scan your badge. So once they scan your badge, there's like a TV or a screen that says what area you go to. If you're new, she would say, okay, go to your, she or he would say, okay, go to the other manager. So then you go to the other manager and she'll tell you where you go. Most likely you'll be stowing if you're new. If you made it to Amazon, congratulations. My other video, I was talking about taking a test. So when you take your test, there's literally, they'll say like, I'll say maybe like 6 tests, maybe 7 tests altogether that you'll be taking. When you first apply for Amazon, you watch your little video, right? So once you watch your video, then you go to the hiring appointment, which really isn't really an appointment. It's just like either you taking your drug test and getting your badge picture taken, and that's basically all, and you having all your information on file. That's basically all you do at the interview. You should receive an email within the next couple of days, or 3 days, 2 to 3 days before your hiring day. So once you receive that email, there's a video you're supposed to watch. The video is about, I'll say the video is really long, honestly, but it's like, do not rush through the video, because whatever you watch and how long you take to watch it and finish some tests, because there's also like a little short questions during the video, you get paid for that. You're not wasting your time watching it, because it's like you're gonna be learning it too. So when you go and you start working the following couple days, that's when you're gonna sit into the break room, and people are gonna, the learning ambassadors will be talking to you about what you be doing, and they'll take a couple people. Due to COVID-19, they'll only take like 6, maybe 7 people at a time. You still gotta be 6 feet apart, and they'll take you and train you a little bit about that. So when it comes to training, they tell you about it a little bit, then you watch some videos, and then you take a test on the video you watched. It's basically that simple. I would say I took 3 tests the first day, and I think I took 2 tests the next day. I don't remember, but basically that's all. And when it comes to how long seasonal lasts up to 6 to 7 months, I believe. I know that once you start working there for over 30 days, they will send you an email, and the email will say, congratulations, now you can switch over to your blue card because you have been working for 30 days. Within the next couple of weeks, you'll be transferred into this. If you do not want to be transferred to full-time, they will tell you to sign on to it and then click decline. Or in the email, I believe it also has the decline button as well. But because I've been working for over a month now, I received the email, and I will show you guys the email I received. And yeah, so I'm going to be switching over. I didn't decline it. And if you guys have any questions, please feel free to comment down below on any questions you have, so I can answer them for you guys. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next YouTube video. Peace.